everybody, it's Phil Ogilvie. I'm the boss around here, and I wanted to be sure when we did a demo for our roofing solution that I was the one to do it. I spent a number of years as a roofing contractor, and so I think you're really going to love what you're going to see. You'll be amazed at the impact it has on your business. Let's jump in and get started. I'll show you how this works. One of the things I want to share with you right up front is that one of the things I've learned about being in the industry a long time, and we're currently in a pretty strong market. A lot of folks make the mistake of slowing down or stopping bidding new work when they get really busy. And candidly, that's a mistake. One of the best ways to build a financially strong, successful contracting business is to continue to bid work even when you're busy. You really have to get ahead of things like retainage, and unfortunately, every now and then there's losses in this industry. So that requires cash flow to weather those storms, and so you're going to need the cash flow in the future. And again, my number one tip for you to build a successful contracting business is to continue to bid work at a rapid pace. And in fact, it's a great time when there is a lot of work. You can typically get a greater margin. So to that end, we built Stack, and Stack is an amazing set of tools. You'll love using Stack. You'll notice if you've looked around at all, we have hundreds of 5-star reviews online. People love using Stack. It's going to have a huge positive impact on your construction business. Really what it does is helps you bid more work in less time, okay? Win more successful work, and that's what Stack is designed to help you do. You're going to love working in the cloud, first of all. So unlike the old-fashioned software that we compete against, this is modern, lightweight, fast. You're going to love working in the cloud. You can work from anywhere you happen to be. And like I said, that's really going to spoil you. You'll be so glad you're no longer stuck to an old desktop PC because now you're in the cloud. The other thing is, if you're the boss, you can watch what everybody else is doing and manage all your work going through the system because you're in the cloud. So you can be anywhere in the world, and your employees can as well. And you can see what they're doing, and you can collaborate and work together. This is the home page for a company. So you typically, when I was in the business, I live and died by my bid calendar. And so to that end, that's what this is. This is your bid calendar. And you can see here, you can search and filter and sort through work a bunch of different ways on your calendar. But at the end of the day, you'll all share this calendar. You can add new projects to the bid calendar using this little form over here on the left side. If you're coming through one of our partner websites, you can oftentimes just simply click a button to add the project to the calendar. But either way, whether you're downloading the plans to your computer and then uploading them into Stack or accessing them via a partner, you're going to find your way here. And so first thing you can do now, you can work with Stack on drawings that have blueprints or satellite images from rework projects that you would find on Google Earth. And I'll show you those in a few minutes. Let's start with the blueprint side. This is a project I created. Obviously, I've already uploaded the plans. You can see we break the plans into individual pages. Makes it really super fast and easy for you to find what you're looking for. Once you open a page, right, you click on it, it opens in a tab up above. Here's my roof plan, for example. Let me show you how quickly you can create a very detailed estimate. So let's say we want to put a new PVC roof on the flat area here. So I'm going to call this PVC roof, and I'll just say new takeoff. By the way, you can save these in your library, so you'd only have to go through this process once. Variety of measuring tools. When we do the roof, the metal roof, we're going to use pitched area. In this case, we're just going to use the area measuring tool. I can pick a color if I want, right, for lines in the fill. In this case, you can also add assemblies, and this is where it really kind of turbocharges the power for what you're doing. We've got assemblies already built in Stack, right? Unlike all the other guys, we have assemblies already built. So you can come in. Again, I'm doing my PVC roof. I can drill down and go into PVC. Let's say it's mechanically attached. I'm going to grab that. I'm going to add one assembly. Right here, I'm going to give it a waste percentage. Let's say it's 10%. Let's say my perimeter. Let's say I'm going to have 2 perimeter sheets, and those are going to be 5 foot wide, and my fastener spacing on center is going to be 12 inches. Pick your perimeter membrane. Let's say it's 60 mil. My field membrane is also, of course, going to be 60 mil, but it'll be 10 by hundreds in this case. Pick your seam plates, and heavy duty or standard fasteners. I'm going to use heavy duty fasteners. We'll do number 5s, 5-inch number 14s, and I'll save that. Now, I can also add insulation here if I wanted. You can add multiple things as part of the same process. But in this case, for the sake of moving through here quickly, I'm just going to keep going. So there you can see all the answers that I answered for the system. I can also specify it's in roof number 1 in this case. So let's say this is roof number 1, this will be roof number 2, and the big metal roof will be roof number 3. Simply click to start. I can hold and release the shift key on my keyboard to snap my line straight if I want to. But literally as quickly as you can kind of move your way around here, double click when you're done. We'll zoom in so I can see that a little bit better. We're going to call this roof number 2. In the same sort of process here, right? So click to start, work your way around. Let's say I make a mistake. I didn't mean to do that. Hit the backspace again, and you're back in business. All right. Let's say I don't like where that's positioned, so I can take backspace again and kind of reset that, right? So you'll find it's very, very fast and easy and intuitive once you get used to working your way around in here. Double click when you're done. That closes that particular roof. And there I've taken off both of those roof areas. I'm going to say end. Let's go get now the standing seam roof. So I'm going to say SSR. We'll just call it that. I'm going to say new takeoff. This is going to be a pitched area. I'm happy with those colors. I'm going to go ahead and add an assembly. We're going to drill down in. Let's go to roofing. And we're going to go to standing seam roof. Standing seam roof pitched area. Go ahead and grab that one. I'm fine with that. Let's say underneath there, maybe I've got some insulation. So I'm going to put a layer of insulation underneath it. I can grab that at the same time. Now, in order to calculate the details, it needs more information. So how wide is my panel? Let's say it's a 16-inch panel. Let's say the clips are on 30-inch spacings, and I'm going to put 15% for waste on my metal panels. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to pick my panels. Are they 22, 24, 26 gauge? What are they? We're going to say these are, they're 16 inches wide. They're going to be 24 gauge. If there's an underlayment, I can pick that here. Let's go ahead and say it's 30 pound. Do I want ice and water shield? Yes or no. Underlayment fasteners, and then pick your clip. Let's say I have a low fixed clip, and we'll use that. For my insulation, again, let's say maybe we'll figure 10% waste for the insulation. I don't need any fasteners here per se. So I'm just really going to pick the insulation and come down here and pick that. I'm going to do a polyiso 3.5 inch, 4x4 board and save it. Just that quickly, I say start my takeoff. Again, we're going to call this roof number 3. I do need to give it a rise and a run. So this is a 612 pitch. I'm going to tell the software that it's on a 612 pitch. And I'll come down here and take this rascal off. So because I had pressed and released the shift key before, it's still snapping for me. So I'm fine with that. And I'm just working my way around. Now, obviously, I'm giving you a quick demo here, but you would go through and you take off. We have assemblies built for all the details, all the conditions. So in this case, we'd have gutter, we'd have some hip. It doesn't look like we'd have any valley, but you get the idea, right? And the assemblies pick up all of the additional materials we need. So I'm going to end that. I'm going to go say, let's show me a report, for example. I want to see it broken down by type first. So there's the roofing material that I need, right? And then if I want to see it broken down by takeoff, so there's my standing seam roof, there's my PVC roof. And so far I'm up to 52,000. You'll notice some of these items don't necessarily have a cost associated with them. Looks like most of these do actually. But these costs are costs that I put in the database. So we're not going to suggest material costs for you or labor costs really. You're going to set that up yourself inside of your system, and then that becomes your database and your pricing. If you want to change it, you can do so by exporting all of this. Finally, just hit the export button. Right? Then you're going to open what we call our project cost calculator, right? And so open the project cost calculator. This is free download from Stack, but I'll show you how it works. So it allows me to import any report that I might have taken out of Stack. Okay. I can just grab it. It imports it. It recognizes the format. Let's say, for example, I don't have a price on this polyiso. The boards are, let's say, $15 a piece. You can also price that by the square if you wanted to, what have you. But I want to add an item. Let's go ahead and click add item. And in this case, I want to add travel cost per day. And I'm going to say it's a labor cost. And my unit cost is $550 per day. And it's going to take me, 8 days to do this whole job. And my unit of measure is just day. No waste there. But I'm going to mark that up 20% because that's part of my cost. I'm going to mark that up 20%. Down below then, I can also provide an overhead and a profit margin for the rest of the entire job. Down here, if you want to change this, you can do that. Let's say 12% for overhead and 33% because it's a busy market. Okay, so you can see at a glance what your profit is, your overhead, and obviously all your costs and labor and everything would be broken out here. This is the project cost calculator. Again, it's a free download from Stack. Let's go back to our projects. There's a lot more you can do, including taking these plans on your phone or your tablet out in the field. It works great. Let's go in and I'll show you how this is done on a project that we took off using Google Earth. So Google Earth is free, as you know. You don't need to pay somebody else to measure satellite or aerial photos for you. You can just download the information directly out of Google Earth. That's what I did here. This is a customer of ours, owns this building. And you can see I went through the same sort of process. And you can see, this. I think this took me about 15 minutes to do this takeoff. So there you go, $23,000 worth of cost in this job so far. And again, I would follow the same process, export it out to the project cost calculator in Excel. That's it. I'm telling you, it's an amazing set of tools. We're investing heavily in it. You're going to love it. You're going to love working from anywhere. It's going to have a big positive impact on your business. Thanks for your time today. I hope you enjoy it. Jump in and start using Stack. Thanks.